Hey everybody, welcome back to part 4 of this series, the final episode. We're going to be making our mystery project. What is the mystery project? It's a dice. We'll be making a dice that you can fully customize to your own liking. Let's not wait and get started. Alright, we're back in our project. Now in basic shapes, in the category basic shapes, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a dice template. You want to drag that out and you have a dice. So we're gonna make this a nice and big dice, not too big, but a reasonably sized dice. If you want to keep the standard size dice, that is, I believe, 1.6 centimeters, according to Google. So you can keep it at that, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this, as you can see, the normal preset is at 1.6 centimeters. I just have mine in millimeters, which is why it says 16. We're gonna make ours 30. And we have our dice. So, to add the numbers to the dice, what you could do is you can just add cylinders and just engrave them in with a hole. I'm going to make mine a little different, and I'm going to go over to letters and numbers, click on numbers, and I'm actually going to put in numbers. So if you want to do the normal dots, that's totally up to you. That's a great idea if you want to. I'm going to do the numbers, but the placement, you should copy me. Okay, so I'm going to drag in the 1. And I'm going to align my 2 shapes by pressing this button and just centering it. So center on that axis and center on this axis. Now we need to make the height of the hole. So I found 5 millimeters was a good option. So that's what I'm going to set mine. I'm going to convert this into a hole and just drag it down until you get the glitchiness pattern, which I told you was because it doesn't know which one to show because they're right on top of each other, which is a good thing because you want it to be as accurate as possible of 5 millimeters. So now we're going to take both of these, click on the group icon, and we have our first number. A fair dice's layout is pretty important because the way a fair dice works is that all the opposite sides add up to 7. So what I mean by that is we have 1 right here. So on the opposite side, 7 minus 1 is 6. So on the opposite side, we'll add 6. If we, for example, add a 3 here, then the opposite needs to be 7 minus 3, which is 4. And then 2 and 5 are opposites. So just keep that in mind when you're designing your dice. I'm going to complete mines right now. Okay, I am done with my dice. If you're also done, just cross-check with mine. We have a 1 on top with 6 as the opposite, 5 over here, and a 2 as the opposite, and a 3 over here, and a 4 as the opposite. Now, let's start customizing. I'm gonna go back to the basic shapes, and here are some ways you can customize. Let's say I take a tube and just place it right there. I'll align it with the dice. Now it's on the tube. I'm gonna make this, let's say like 4 millimeters. Pull it right there and make it a hole and group that. And look at that, we have a nice design on that. Let's say you want to make the one have the line underneath it. You can also do that. So for this one, you can either take a box and resize it, or take the sketch tool and place it right there. So now you see the numbers. 6 and 1 are just opposites of each other, that's why you see it. And I'm also going to change the snap grid to 0.25 millimeters. What that means is that you can see my cursor is kind of snapping. And if I change it to 2 millimeters, the snap is every 2 millimeters. So I just want more precise movements, so I can't get into that one area, which is why I'm turning it down to 0.25. Actually, 0.1 would be much better. Yeah. So you're gonna click on a corner, and let's say 3 millimeters. Go down 2 millimeters, say. Go across 9 millimeters. Up to, that's 3. That's 3. Alright, so we have that. Finish sketch. That's a little too high, so we'll change it to 5 millimeters. And just put it down. Oh, snap grid needs to be on to get that precise movement. There. That should be good. I'm gonna change that to a hole, and just gonna move it up a little bit. I set snap grid to 0.1. Just move it up that much. And group that, and look at that, a custom number. This is probably more useful for the 6, where you add the line underneath to indicate that it's a 6, because it kind of does look like a 9. But just remember that it's a 6 if you don't want to add the line. Maybe you're making a custom dice, and 5 means something good. You could add a star to it, maybe, indicating that it's something good. Maybe just right there. Drag it right there. Add a star to it. This dice is totally up to you for customization. Congrats, you made your first object. Congratulations, you are now one of the best in TinkerCAD 3D design. With this, you can create countless inventions that enhance your life or just make it a little bit more fun. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the series. I really do appreciate it.